My name's Sebastian Siebel-Achenbach. I am a teacher here at the Stratford School of Interaction Design and Business, and I teach the business component, or at least a couple of courses in the business component. And I teach courses on project management and teams, as well as on finance, business finance. I teach on project management because project management is an integral part of modern business or contemporary business. It deals with basically teams' ability to develop a project from the beginning to the very end. And this is used in whatever business or whatever activity you might be going into in a professional sense. I also teach on the finance side of things so that our students understand what finance does, how finance needs to be interpreted and integrated into the decision-making process, because without a conception of the financial aspects of a project, projects don't really get off the ground. I mean, I do teach on a sort of general level. It doesn't really matter what type of business you're going to be going into. What I teach is pretty common regardless. But I do give examples in the high-tech sector, which is where many of our students are going to be going into. And I try to show them how high-tech is not immune from some basic business concepts. And so I make them aware that when they do think about their design and the interaction between computers and humans, that there's a business dimension to that they need to keep in mind. And that's fundamental to, I think, overall career success. One of the advantages that we have here at Stratford, we basically have three-tiered program. That is, we deal with basic digital design, make students familiar with digital technology. We also then embellish that and advance on that in that we talk about how the technology can be useful, particularly from a marketing point of view, how you can interact with people at a distance through social media or through the internet. And there's the third component, which is about the business dimension of that. And that makes us actually a bit unique because we have a particular emphasis on business so that you'll get enough courses at the end of the program so that you can go virtually into any business or any environment and have a business perspective added on to your technological savvy. It was a very progressive school. There's a lot of youth activity here. There's a dynamism about the place, which I found attractive right from the get-go. I've been in other institutions where it tends to be a little bit on the stodgy side. Things are sort of mechanical. That just wasn't the case here. There was a certain dynamism which was really attractive. And it wasn't just amongst students, but it was also amongst faculty and staff members. But you'll find here that there's a particular way of students interacting with one another, which is really positive. And I haven't experienced that in other places as well. I do like keeping up with affairs. I mean, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I do like reading a lot and keeping on top of current affairs. So politics, economics, society, arts, anything that's really sort of contemporary, I like to keep at least an eye, maybe not the finger on the pulse of, but at least knowing what's going on. That's a particular challenge because we live in such a dynamic and change-filled society. But I find that exhilarating in a certain way, and that's a motivation for me.